to the challengers side, Adam Booth. Adam, thank you for coming today. This is it, the one that we've been waiting for a long time, and it's a lot bigger than it was just over a year ago.
You've left nothing for me to say. You're selling it, but it's a fight to sell. If you remember, we first talked about and asked for this fight for the November of that year. It then rolled into the December. Josh then got ill. At that time, nobody knew who David Avanesyan was really over here. They didn't. But now they do. And he's gone on to have a great year, beating Lejaraha twice and defend his European title. So this fight's a much bigger fight because of that. Josh has evolved, he's improved. I'm going to shut up as quickly as I can because true fighters and fighters who become true champions thrive on competition and they thrive on challenges. And it's when you put challenges in front of the talented fighters and the genuine fighters, they rise to the occasion. And this is the moment I've been waiting for Josh. So I'm just going to sit back, do my job, and enjoy the ride.
I have got a couple of questions, if you don't mind. First one was last December, very frustrating. I feel like Josh got a lot of criticism around that, unfair criticism. Tough period for him that he's ridden the wave of, come back, and that's, I guess, history now.
Look, it is what it is. I've been doing this long enough to know that fighters get injured, fighters get ill. Sometimes it don't happen. And it's a shame. It's not the first time I've experienced it. And that's just part of Josh's story and Josh's career, that was that moment in time. Social media and all that nonsense that goes on, it really means nothing to me. And I think Josh has learned over the year that it means nothing to him either. So outside of that, his growth as a young man and his growth as a sports star with his BS social media and everyone has an opinion, it's kind of galvanised me a little bit. And so I'm 14 months happier than I was last time.
And finally, on the fight, how dangerous is David Avanesyan? How good has Josh got to be on March the 28th? And you believe he'll rise to this challenge and produce a major performance and a victory?
Absolutely. We only think winning. David Avanesyan's a strong kid. He's been WBA regular champion. Let's not forget that. With one loss to Kavaliauskas. So he's proven that he can come back from a knockout defeat and rise to a new level again. And that is exactly the type of challenge that Josh needs and that Josh wants. And I am just, this is the part of a young talented fighter's career that I really get excited about because it's meaningful. The wins and the fights kind of up to this point, apart from the Ray Robinson one, people just have expectations. Well, he's going to win, so he's going to look sensational. But this is where Josh gets to prove publicly what we already know.
Before we go to the fighters, going to pass over to Neil Marsh, manager and promoter of David Avanesyan. Welcome, Neil. Been a frustrating period for you as well, but it's here. I know you felt that it might not happen, but believe me when I say these guys are ready, and March 28th we've got a wonderful fight.
Yeah, hello everyone, good morning. Probably now's a good time to bring the past up a little bit, so my apologies because this fight is fantastic. We've got Eddie Solder fight, David versus Josh. But there's been a lot said on social media, and I'm sorry for taking centre stage here, because it probably will do, because there's 7 fighters on here who deserve a lot more respect than I'll ever do for what they do in their careers. The facts of matters is Booth's a Conman. Don't believe his silky talks and the way he's speaking, and believe everything he says. And I'm so sorry for being outspoken and doing a press release the way he did. But somebody has to protect these fighters, and that's all I did with David Avanesyan. I don't do these press conferences, I don't do interviews, I don't do anything like that. But we'll just go over a couple of the events of the evening. Night before the fight, Adam Booth comes to me and threatens me that if we don't change the fight from 12 rounds to 10, he's pulling out the fight. I went, well, pull out the fight. He says, so then Frank Smith was there, Paul Reddy were there. There's nothing I'm saying, there wasn't leading matchroom officials there. Frank tried coercing me into keeping the fight on and different things. They then start saying it's always been a 12-round fight. It never was a 12 round. It was always a 12-round fight. It was never a 10-round fight. That's what we agreed. Now, the morning of the pull-out, Adam Booth's going to his car, packing his bags. I'm sat with leading matchroom fighters and coaches, laughing. Look at him, he's shit himself. Excuse me language. Shit himself. He's packing his bags. All his bags are going. There's a rules meeting. Every rules meeting, anyone who's experienced in boxing, you have a set of gloves. You check the gloves. You inspect the gloves. Didn't even open them. I said to Carl Greaves, respected guy in the game, what are you doing not checking your gloves? Or then he opened one. Guy's a Conman. That's a fact. You know, I'd like to see what he has to say about what I've just said before I move on to part 2. And again, just one last thing. I never ever disrespect any fighter, and I'm sorry about it, because I do respect what Josh has done in a career, and no doubt he'll make a great fighter. But it's very important the public know exactly what Bruce's about.
Is
that no comment, yeah?
It's not a Q&A session to you, son.
No, not at all. But you're full of shit, Adam. That's what it is. Secondly, Eddie promised us the return of the fight. So we said, okay, no problem. Get hold of Eddie. We was going for March in Newcastle. We was going. Eddie weren't responding. Matchroom weren't responding. They'd respond a couple of times. They'd say, yeah, we'll have a date this week, we'll have this. The top of the bill in the North East, a matchroom fight, and I don't want to start bringing other fighters in, had tweeted that Josh Kelly's pulled off the bill. Josh is then saying that we're moving on to a more glamorous fight. It's full of shit. It's not. I got tired of asking by email and asking for the fight. What do you do when a kid pulls off a bill when you schedule for it? You know? Listen, I will respect Josh Kelly when he gets in the ring with David Avanesyan. And that's it, you know? Is there anything you got to say about what I've said?
Me?
Yeah?
Oh, me? Yeah, I think some of what you say is correct, but I'm more interested in the fight. I think there's a lot of comments to be made around the situations. I can tell you from this side, Josh Kelly and Adam Booth have asked me to make this fight with you, and they're in this fight. They're taking part in this fight. They're in front of you. So the past is the past. I'm pleased we have a fight with so many talking points, so much hype, and so much on the line. Now I want to hear from you on the fight, because it worries me that you think they might not turn up for the fight.
I am concerned that they won't turn up. You know, like if I were managing Josh, I wouldn't be taking Avanesyan. We're not talking 38, 39-year-old boxer who's had his best days. He's talking a kid who's in the best form of his life, who's hungry, whose total desire is to provide for his family. And that'll be with just beating Josh Kelly. Last thing I want to say on the past. If any of the mainstream media want to come to me, I've got absolutely everything, what I've just said, from emails chasing for fights, to emails off to WBA confirming the fight with 12 rounds. Got everything in black and white, and anybody's free to see it. I will do an exclusive with someone after, because I know Adam will release his own later. But anyway, that's all I have to say on the past. No, he will. He'll try to justify what I've said. He's full of shit. And afterwards, I'm going to release something, and somebody will see, all the public will see what it's about. But anyway, that's it on the past. But anyway, going forward.
Last one on the fight. What happens in this fight, March 28th?
David, I have got absolutely no doubt Avanesyan knocks Josh Kelly out. It'll be a difficult fight for 5-6 rounds. He's a fantastic amateur. He'll be moving a lot. He's got a lot of speed. But David's going to get to him. That's why they tried to cut the 2 rounds off the last fight. David,
I will just say on that, Neil, that all the WBA fights that we've been involved with Josh were 10 rounds. So again, that's probably more of an error from our side. Championships now, top 10 in every governing body, ready to go.
Yeah, what we did prior to the Kelly fight in the first place, he'd been beat by Kavalowskis, and we sat there waiting for the right fight. We had loads of offers, could have took fights all over. We highlighted Conman, we highlighted a kid called Quadrilla, who is number 2 now in the IBF. He's fighting Limpinit soon, I think, for the regular title. And it was about waiting for the right fight at the right time.